There's something about a luxe lifestyle that's just so fascinating. Let's face it, a lot of our reality TV content is about how the rich live, and we live vicariously through those lifestyles. Pools, penthouses, and palatial gardens. That's how many of our favorite actors, rock stars, and sports stars live. Today we're following basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal's trip to Sydney, Australia. He's set to stay at a $5,000 per night penthouse. Let's get more details on this trip. First up, the star is staying at one of the Star hotels in Sydney. The 50-year-old American basketball superstar has picked one of the 2-star hotels in the coastal city. It's called the Darling, and it's the only Forbes 5-star rated boutique hotel and urban resort in the city. It's located right on the famous Sydney Harbor. Shaq will reportedly be staying at the exclusive Penthouse suite. There's only 5 penthouses at the hotel, and they can't be booked online by just anyone. His entourage will also be staying there. Not everyone's in the super fancy suite though, and given that he loves a good party, there's even a karaoke room for him to entertain his guests or just hang out with his team. O'Neal is scheduled to be in Australia at the end of the month for some speaking engagements. He will also be DJing while he's there. Yep, he does that too, but more on that later. And now let's take a closer look at the super exclusive penthouse. Each of these penthouses has 2 tastefully done bedrooms. Each one has its own bathroom. And get this, the amenities are by Balmain Paris Hair Couture. That's those little hair and body care products. The master bedroom is decorated with rotating pieces of art, so you never get bored of looking at the same painting all the time. It's also got a spa bath, a double shower, and an extra large wardrobe. This is just how it's got to be for the 2-meter-tall Shaq. The second bedroom has also got its own full shower, allowing enough room and privacy for the guest. The entire penthouse has wraparound windows that open up to absolutely breathtaking views of the legendary Sydney Harbor Bridge. What a perfect backdrop for entertaining family, friends, and even business associates. The living area has a whole range of contemporary seating for any kind of gathering. The pricey residence also has a number of high-end furnishings and chandeliers. The $5,000 living space has a complete kitchen where you can cook yourself or ask for a private chef to whip up some midnight snacks for you. The penthouse is located on the 16th floor of the property and has its own entry via private foyer. Honestly, this space at the Darling sounds like a destination in its own right. But hey, nothing but the best is good enough for the former Los Angeles Lakers star player. Moving on, the hotel has some more next-level luxury experiences as well. The Darling reportedly has one of the best spa experiences in the city. They have 11 treatment rooms, 2 couples suites, a steam room, a jacuzzi, and a complete Moroccan hammam. The spa also has a range of face and body treatments to help the guests relax and unwind. The hotel has a heated outdoor pool, complete with a bar and food. That really is the life, lounging in a pool with drinks and snacks. There's also a fully equipped gym, which we imagine that Shaq will be using. Or perhaps the penthouse has some kind of fitness equipment on the premises too. The star hotels also have casinos and host a bunch of exciting events too. For starters, the big man himself is slated to perform at 3 events over 2 days. There's even free entry at one of them. Some of Australia's best DJs and performers are lined up for performances at the hotel. Now that's an urban resort. And it goes without saying, the restaurant experiences are nothing short of exquisite. From Cantonese cuisine to steakhouse fine dining, there's Japanese and Middle Eastern casual dining, art bars to sports bars. This place has everything. You could spend days just trying out all the dining options. And now, let's look at why Shaq is visiting Australia. In Sydney, he will be speaking at An Evening with Shaq. The beloved business mogul will be giving his tips for success, engaging in unfiltered conversations about his life, and maybe even on many unspoken moments throughout his decorated career on and off the court. That's on the 26th of August, and it's already sold out. But you can still catch him earlier that day at the 24/7 sports bar where entry is free, and even get a chance to shoot some hoops with him. He's also playing a set at the Stars Marquee nightclub. By the way, his stage name is DJ Diesel. That's happening on the 27th of August, and the event is already sold out. It seems that he will also be performing on the 24th of August at Melbourne's 170 Russell nightclub on Wednesday, August 24th. The next day, he will be speaking at an entrepreneurial event in Melbourne. Actually, DJing has been a hobby for the basketball legend. He's even played music festivals as big as Lollapalooza, Imagine, and Tomorrowland. And here's the interesting bit. His musical side gig actually causes him to lose money, but he continues because he just loves it so much. The New Jersey native said he doesn't have a set playlist because he likes to read the room and figure out what beats will get people moving. It must be good to be Shaquille O'Neal. But now let's take a look at some other news from the NBA. First, the Boston Celtics have signed Bruno Caboclo. Yes, but the veteran player has only signed on for the training camp. The Brazilian national agreed to the deal and will compete for a spot on the roster. This depends on how well the training goes, but still a fantastic development for both the free agent player and the team itself. He's a seasoned player who has played with the Sacramento Kings, Houston Rockets, Memphis Grizzlies, and even across the border for the Toronto Raptors. So clearly, he's no stranger to how things work at the NBA, and he's got plenty of experience under his belt. And while there's still no guarantee that the NBA veteran will make it, there are still openings on the Celtics team. With his joining the training camp, the competition for the final few roster spots is definitely heating up. For the 2022-23 season, the team has 12 open roster spots, and the plan seems to be to have prospective players compete for these. Noah Vonleh, Justin Jackson, and Broderick Thomas have also signed camp deals with the team, so it remains to be seen whether he will be seen playing for the Celtics or not. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Lakers' new Classic Edition uniform for the 2022-23 season is a nod to its Minneapolis days. As part of the celebrations for their 75th season, the Los Angeles Lakers have unveiled a classic blue and white Classic Edition jersey. The new kit is basically a nod to the team's first ever uniform. The team started out as the Minneapolis Lakers in 1948. Their road uniform was powder blue with gold trim, while the home uniforms were white with powder blue and gold trim. This went on until 1958. This new uniform will feature the Minneapolis Lakers' 1950s style blue and gold color scheme with Lakers spelled out in the original Minneapolis typography. Stitch numbers are on the front and back of the jersey in Minneapolis era blue. Even the Nike logo from the 70s and 80s is back with a slight modification. On the left shoulder, you'll find the logo for Babigo, the official jersey patch partner of the team. On the lower left part of the jersey is Nike's jock tag. Over the years, the Lakers uniform has gone through several shades of blue. In the late 60s, we saw the purple and gold look for the first time. Since then, the team has worked with style changes, including more throwback to the Minneapolis years. The Lakers aren't the only ones. It's the Classic Edition uniform season in the NBA. The Bucks, Pistons, Spurs, and Warriors all have new uniform designs. And lastly, the NBA is permanently retiring the number 6 jersey in honor of Bill Russell. The National Basketball Association and National Basketball Players Association have made a joint announcement on the matter. They aim to honor the legacy of the NBA champion and civil rights pioneer by permanently retiring his uniform number 6 throughout the league. He will be the first ever player to have his number retired across the NBA. Russell was an ardent advocate for equality, respect, and inclusion. He marched for civil rights alongside Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He was awarded the 2010 Presidential Medal of Freedom for his athletic feats and commitment to social justice, which is the country's highest civilian honor. The Louisiana native is considered to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He passed away on the 31st of July 2022 of natural causes at the age of 88. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Shaquille O'Neal's $5,000 penthouse suite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.